Wu-Sabat, you saw? Welcome to another update reading, Outformation class. My name is Nasat Khaf Rayay, student teacher of the master teacher, Partner Babia Nun. And we're going to start it off with a reading. This reading is titled, Now Let Us Reason Together. 1. The natural nature's meaning of the word positive, 9 ether, used in this work is the condition of natural nature, moving towards standards, value, and qualities that grow better and higher towards perfection in dark energy, space, dark matter, material, and time. That moment, by rules and order, and also ascending reasons. 2. That moment is the speed of thought, 24 billion miles per moment. It is the speed of your mind. 3. Just think of any place on the other side. 4. The unnatural nature meaning of the word negative, 6 ether, is just the opposite of positive. 5. What's more in these works is the actual fact that when I inscribe as an advocate of Wu-Nuwaup the correct outformation into information, your reading here refers to time and material and space being absolute individually. By absolute, I mean unlimited or absolute together with each other. 6. The number tasu, 9. 9 represents the true positive and absolute natural nature, and the number satu, 6, or 6 symbolize the negative, that is unnatural nature, naturally and factually, man's kind, made on the 6th day, Tammuz, 6, 3761 BCE. 7. The Shanan, circle of space, material, and time, called the circle or order, and of cycles. The Zayat, essence, the Dawar, cycle of time. These are the circles, and it's all about the 24,000 year cycle of 4 6,000 year cycles. 8. You have 4 grand cycles of 96,000 years. You are now in the new 24,000 year cycle, starting after the year 2000 AD, which was 6,000 Adamite calendar, to separate the 2 cycles of orders and of chaos. 9. The cycle of order is also the cycle of cosmo, and the cycle of chaos is also the primordial chaos. 1. Fasa, space. 2. Made, material. 3. Wakat, time. Then there's a chart that says Najam, which means order, and on one side, and on the other side is the word Babel, means chaos. Number 10. Of course, Kawun, cosmo, means infinite matter and universal order, and Manush, primordial Babul, chaos, means infinite material and formless disorder. That is to say, material matter without form, figure, or shape. 11. And in order to overstand Nun or Noon. 12. The mental and ethereal science of Wu-Nuwaup as the 9 outformational news. It is the most important that you, as Nuwaupian students of the information as presented herein, understand that this order and chaos, circle, and cycles in upcoming teaching and doctrine describing and explaining to them, Nun is pronounced Noon. 13. 3 new bowls represents Nun in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics, the script of our ancestors, which was used to keep pictures recorded of the past. They spoke Nuwaupic and also had a script for its use. 14. It was all about keeping your mind clear by right knowledge, right wisdom, and right understanding, to right overstanding, which grows sound right reasoning, intellect, since Sabub, reason, is the Akulan, intelligence, Madat, word. 15. And Pa Akulan, the intelligence, power of Wu-Nuwaup, must define and identify it at the beginning of this work. 16. Pa Sadar, the origin, or the etymological and literal meaning of the word is the son of Ray, and the son of Ra, and the son of Pa Rayay. The son, of course, translates and shortened, and in time became Ra or Ray, names or attributes of son, Rayay. 17. Sun deity, sun god, and Pa Shemesh, the sons of this one universe of the multiverses of the omniverses, all. 18. Inside this universe is found natural nature and now unnatural nature, which are indeed the source of universal reason. Ray, A, sun. 19. Ray A is only one of many sons, S-U-N, as Shemesh is only one of many physical sons of the illumination. 20. Because in actual facts their brains, once in physical bodies, are located in their centers, their head and solar plexus, which produce solar systems and biophysical systems, biophysics, solar system, solar plexus. 21. Natural nature works for mind and are able to reason. 22. Sun deities, male and female, Melanite children, African, Negroid race. 23. And Sunday is their holy day when they gather to pray. 24. You will also find in the Bible of the Adamite race, the ruddy man, pale, white race, that their deity is called the sun. Psalms 84:11, Psalms 89:36, Isaiah 60:19, Malachi 4:2. Psalms 84:11 states, "For the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will be withheld from them that walk uprightly." Psalms 89:36 states, "His seed shall endure forever, and his throne as the sun before me." Isaiah 60:19 states, "The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy God thy glory." Malachi 4:2, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall." 25. They call on Amun-Re, or the Amen, Revelation 3:14, as the deity who was there when their Theos deity was created. Revelation 3:14 states, "And unto the angel of the church of the Laodiceans write, these things said the Amen, the faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of God." 26. The real scientific and right wisdom meaning of the word reason is the intellect, best mind and intelligence, intelligenetics, informed genes, absolute, infinite, eternal, natural nature, and the mental soul creator of all persons, places, and things, natural and unnatural or artificial. 27. The natural race of Tahites, blacks of Africa, Ta, the son of Rayay, and Rayay Tak, for Ta, opener. 28. Yet the unnatural race of Adamites, reds, and whites of Europe, those made by extraterrestrials, who were pale-skinned, who had to hide from the sun's rays. 29. They came to this planet from Pleiades, and was used by a high group of extraterrestrials, who were shapeshifters, that came down to this planet long before from Nibiru. They were called Anunnaki. Together, they made the unnatural nature race of Adamites, and their offspring such as Cainites, Sethites, Enoshites, Gibberites, and down to the cursed seed of Canaanites, cursed, pale white as snow with leprosy. 30. The race of chaos and disease. 31. Yet the unnatural race of Adamites, Edomites, came down from the mountains, caves, and hillsides as Cro-Magnon, raping others of the black race of Africa, the brown race of India and Australia, and the yellow race from Asia. Then there's a chart on the left side. It says helix of Merzak'u, Riskians. You have the Manjaru, Najarians, chromosome, Sahahians, which is parenthesis for Orion. You have an image of Fatah, Mungaro, Negroids, 9 etheric, body and soul and spirit, black race, brown race, yellow race. Man, natural nature, good equals Nupu, advocate of ontology, facts, confirmation. On the right side, it states helix of Anunnaki, Anakians, Mukmahu, Kamehians, chromosomes, Pleiadians, image of Adapa, Adam, Mukasu, Caucasoids, 6 ether, body and spirit, ruddy race, white race, man's kind, unnatural nature, Zupu equals evil, Genesis 6:5, advocates of theology, faith, belief. Number 32, reasons. The reason is natural ether energy produced by brain concentration on investigating what is real from what you wish was real, or factology from theology. It works as brain newts, prime movers in matter, melts down. 33, use of reason is use of mind, mental, spirit, produced by brain concentration. Once this natural flow is interrupted, you have babul, chaos, confusion. 34, in these days and time, you find those who put in their faith and trust their very lives, past, present, and future, before birth, at birth, and even after death, in belief by the Bible and Quran, and religious books written by men. 35, now, what was once scientific theory is now scientific facts. What was once belief is now proven scientifically. Wrong, lies, fiction, mythologies. 36, that is to say that the religions of Judaism, Moses, Christism, Jesus, and Islamism, Muhammad, have now been proven to be myths, and their holy books, unholy legends. The results is their persons are now out of their natural mind, state, confused, going insane, crazy, becoming heathens, killing and murdering each other. 37, and why is that, Nuwaupians? Because false belief, false in theories created by Adamites, just as their judicial laws are man-made. 38, because now the once theory that black holes were not real has been proven to be real. 39, because now the once theory of genetic and genomes, chromosomes, helix, and mitochondrial DNA on birth, growth, development, gender has been uncovered and proven that the Bible and Quran stories on creation are wrong. 40, lies made up by men to enslave women, our true feminine goddesses. 41, Eve did not come from Adam, or put it clear, women did not come from man. Man, all men, come from women. Even gender is decided by the mother in her womb within the first 3 to 6 weeks of pregnancy. 42, these are now facts, actual facts. The Bible and the Quran are wrong. 43, what was your religion while in her womb? Who you are, not what. 44, their Adam or man was created or made by some unnatural deity, and his helpers molded and shaping the first mortals on earth from mud clay, loam dust, them breathing and blowing life or breath of life in it, and this mold became a living being. Soul, spirit is not true. It's a myth, not a genetic fact. Human genomes have been exposed, revealed, disclosed. 45, it just did not happen as the Bible and the Quran has taught. They are wrong, man-made lies, fictional stories. 46, spores of life have been found in outer space, and life on Mars have been discovered. That is to say, this planet is not unique for living things of any kind. This is not their deity, only plan or place in the omniverse of multiverses. 47, hydrogen is not the first or lightest atom. It has been uncovered to subdivide and have unique forms of matter. 48, extraterrestrials have been proven to exist, not only extraterrestrial biological entities, EBEs, but also their crafts. 49, time travel is now real. Once you exceed to the speed of light, 186,000 miles per second, time slows down, and even reverse. This is now a proven fact. They have a figure of phytoplankton, living organism found outside International Space Station, discovered by Russian cosmonauts. Number 50, their Bible and Quran gives a timeline from their God, by which every name to Adam to Jesus, Luke 3:23 to 38, name by name, man after man, a timeline. Luke 3:23 to 38 states, and Jesus himself began to be about 30 years of age, being, as was supposed, the son of Joseph, which was the son of Heli, which was the son of Mathat, which was the son of Levi, which was the son of Melchi, which was the son of Janna, which was the son of Joseph, which was the son of Matthias, which was the son of Amos, which was the son of Nahum, which was the son of Esli, which was the son of Nagi, which was the son of Ma'at, which was the son of Mattathias, which was the son of Simeah, which was the son of Joseph, which was the son of Judah, which was the son of Joanna, which was the son of Risa, which was the son of Zorobabel, which was the son of Zalathiel, which was the son of Neri, which was the son of Melchi, which was the son of Adi, which was the son of Kosam, which was the son of Elmodam, which was the son of Ir, which was the son of Hosea, which was the son of Eliza, which was the son of Jorim, which was the son of Mathat, which was the son of Levi, which was the son of Simeon, which was the son of Judah, which was the son of Joseph, which was the son of Jonah, which was the son of Eliakim, which was the son of Meliah, which was the son of Menan, which was the son of Metatha, which was the son of Nathan, which was the son of David, which was the son of Jesse, which was the son of Obed, which was the son of Booz, which was the son of Salmon, which was the son of Nasan, which was the son of Aminabab, which was the son of Aram, which was the son of Esram, which was the son of Phares, which was the son of Judah, which was the son of Jacob, which was the son of Isaac, which was the son of Abraham, which was the son of Terah, which was the son of Nakor, which was the son of Saroch, which was the son of Ragur, which was the son of Phalek, which was the son of Heber, which was the son of Salah, which was the son of Canaan, which was the son of Arphaxad, which was the son of Sem, which was the son of Noah, which was the son of Lamech, which was the son of Methuselah, which was the son of Enoch, which was the son of Jared, which was the son of Melahlil, which was the son of Canaan, which was the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth, which was the son of Adam, which was the son of God. Number 51. Matthew 1 to 17 gives the fact of it being by generation. So the generation from Abraham to David are 14 generations. And this so-called Abraham, according to their Bible, Genesis 25, 7 to 8, lived for 175 years. And then it states, and from David until the carrying away in the Babylon are 14 generations. And from then to Jesus, they call Christ, was 14 generations, and he was born April 16, BC. Matthew 1 to 17 states, the book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac begot Jacob, and Jacob begot Judas and his brother, and Judas begot Phares and Zerah of Thamar, and Phares begot Ezram, and Ezram begot Aram, and Aram begot Amminadab, and Amminadab begot Nasan, and Nasan begot Solomon, and Solomon begot Booz, and of Rashad, and Booz begot Obed of Ruth, and Obed begot Jesse, and Jesse begot David the king, and David the king begot Solomon, of her that had been the wife of Urias. And Solomon begot Rabuam, and Rabuam begot Abiah, and Abiah begot Asa, and Asa begot Josaphat, and Josaphat begot Joram, and Joram begot Ozias, and Ozias begot Joatham, and Joatham begot Achaz, and Achaz begot Ezekias, and Ezekias begot Manasseh, and Manasseh begot Amun, and Amun begot Josiah, and Josiah begot Jeconias and his brethren about the time they were carried away to Babylon. And after they were brought to Babylon, Jochias begot Salathiel, and Salathiel begot Zorobabel, and Zorobabel begot Abiud, and Abiud begot Eliakim, and Eliakim begot Azor, and Azor begot Zadok, and Zadok begot Achim, and Achim begot Elud, and Elud begot Eliza, and Eliza begot Methan, and Methan begot Jacob, and Jacob begot Joseph, the husband of Mary, in whom was born Jesus, who was called Christ. So all the generation from Abraham to David are 14 generations, and from David until the carrying away into Babylon are 14 generations, and from carrying away into Babylon into Christ are 14 generations. 52. This gives you a timeline by generation. One generation, according to the dictionary, their own book states is 30 to 100 years only, not much time. 53. And now bones found and DNA tests shows and prove they go back millions of years, while the Jewish records and calendars dates record Adam as being made in the year 3761 BCE. No way he could be the first human being made on earth with that date for his origin. 54. The Quran of Islam back their belief of both Bible and Gospels. You read Quran 333 that Muhammad, born August 20th, 570 AD, is of the same bloodline as Abraham, Ibrahim. His family line is also on record. Quran 333. Quran 333 states, Allah did choose Adam and Noah, the family of Abraham, and the family of Imran above all people. 55. So the bones found in Africa is not Adam or Eve of the Bible or Quran by far. The bones are much older, millions of years, not thousands. This is a fact. 56. So now that the actual facts are exposing their religions as lies of liars, they are going insane world over. Wars and killing amongst Jews, Christians, and Muslims is widespread. And those Africans who converted to those mythologies and blind faith and belief are under a spell of ignorance and wish to die rather than be wrong. 57. So you see, all of them committing suicide by these religions and political world wars, which are really religious wars, just as the time of their fair of facts call the Inquisition and their crusades. So this day, they refuse to admit that their religion and their books are wrong, not true. There is no heaven or paradise for them after death, no hell other than right here, right now. 59. They won't admit that their deity is in fact deities, Elohim, gods, Alihat, gods, who are extraterrestrials, not known as facts by world government, yet kept from most as they see the man-made laws of world government fall is fallen. They themselves are the devil spoken of in their Bible as Satan, and in the Quran as Shaitan, or jinns, dragons, fallen angels, the race of Adamites who mixed with the sons of God. Genesis 6:1-5. 60. Their books say it right out. Only mistranslation keep them unable to see the facts. They call inspirations and revelations, attributes and realizations, and results that accompany reasoning. Yet, they must always be checked out completely and thoroughly by sound right reasoning for authenticity. 61. Such as this fact. Before the Bible of Moses, there was Abraham, Noah, and Adam, according to their Bible, Quran, yet they do not check or investigate just what religions existed before the Bible. 62. To find out the actual fact that the religions of Adam and Eve as monks and nuns was Hinduism, Tantraism, Kama Sutraism, based on sex and love, as you see Genesis 1:28. The Elohim said, have lots of sex, lust, and they obeyed. Genesis 4:1-2. And again, Genesis 4:25. Genesis 1:28 states, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Genesis 4:1-2 states, and Adam knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. Genesis 4:25 states, and Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth. For God said, she hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. 63. Adam and Eve's religion was Hinduism, the interlocking of the bodies of the Hindu crosses. And there's a picture of the swastika. Again, they were wrong, and if they could read the Bible in Hebrew, number 64, again, they were wrong, and if they could read the Bible in Hebrew, they would see in the book Tanakh of the Jews, of their prophet Job, Job 14:1, man, Hebrew, Mada, Arabic, Adam. 65. This name found in the Bible and Quran lists in Hebrew Strong's number 119 to 132. You get the meaning for 120, rosy, flush, to show blood, ruddy, red, reddish, ruddy, human being, Edom, redness, garnet, sardius, Edomite, reddish complexion, red spots, blush. Yet Hebrew Strong's number 120 is Adam, the person. This is the list given. 66. Also in Arabic, it has the exact same meaning. It describes the white race as the only ones on earth who are flush or blush, from Old English, shine, light skin, change color, redden, have rosy cheeks, turn scarlet, rosy red. 67. Who does their Bible claim was ruddy? 1 Samuel 16:12. David, ruddy. 1 Samuel 17:42. David, ruddy. Songs of Solomon 5:10. Solomon. Lamentation 4:7. The Nazarites. 68. So also, the word fair is used in the Bible to denote the ruddy, ivory, snow-white countenance. So, with that point made, Genesis 6:2 clearly says the daughter of Adam, Hebrew Strong's number 120, was fair, meaning ruddy, blush, flush, rosy cheeks, a white woman, called, in Hebrew, Strong's number 2896, Tub, Tob, fair, good. 69. So the daughters of Adamites, Sethites, Enoshites were not black, brown, or yellow race. They were whites. 7. And now I return to my point of, was Adam formed from dirt, dust, clay, loam, mud, or born like Jesus was born, of a woman? 1 Corinthians 15:45 and Quran 3:59. Let's look at Job 14:1, which states, Adam, man that is born of female, woman, is of a few days and full of trouble. Number 71. The first word is Hebrew Strong's number 120, Adam. The seventh word is Hebrew Strong's number 802, Isha, female. So the Bible states Adam was born of a female, a woman. He was Adam. The word born is Adam. Number 73. So the Bible says, Job 14:1, that Adam, their first man, is born of a mother by birth. Jews say 3761 BCE. Christians say 4004 BC. Both ways, it's 6,000 years ago he was born. So all other descriptions of how he was made are only symbolic description, confused in and by mistranslation of scrolls that was lost. They don't have not one single original, not one, of the Bible or Quran, only what men long after claim they remembered. 74. The trick is that they will say the vowels changed, meaning there were no vowels or original, so they fear you asking them good questions because they can't explain simple things such as, is God a he, him, male, man, yes or no? 75. Does he have agenda, as your Bible and Quran calls your deity, he and him repeatedly? 76. How can he be a him with no she or her? 77. Also, in your Bible and Quran and other books, yield from them, you give names to spirits, beings you call angels, and so they come in human forms as males. Book of Tanakh, Daniel 9:21, and Quran 19:17 states, yea, while I was speaking in prayer, even the man Gabriel, whom I had seen in the vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, touched me about the time of the evening oblation. Quran 19:17 states, and she took in seclusion from them, a screen. Then we sent her out, angels, and he represented himself to her as a well-proportioned man. 78. You name him Gabriel or Jibril. It means man of El, God. 79. So he was a gender. That would mean chromosome, DNA, genes as a male with X and Y chromosome, genomes. 80. This is your own words. Angelic beings are men, as God is a spirit. John 4:24 states, God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Number 80. So, the sons of God would be spirits, Genesis 6:1-5, and they had sex with human females of Adam's seed, the seed of women, Genesis 3:15. So, if she, Eve, was human, her chromosome number, 46, 23 from the male and 23 from the female, that is the rule of natural nature on birth. 82. So then if the sons of God, Elohim, raped daughters of men, Adamites, and gave birth to children, the sons of God also must have had been males and had 46 chromosomes to birth children, and themselves be sons of God was born. 83. So God had 46 chromosomes, his sons 46 chromosomes. 84. 23 male sons of Elohim or El single. 85. 23 female daughters of man, Adamites. 86. And these two, 23 plus 23 equals 46. The normal amount of chromosomes to birth a normal human being. So the angel, which are the sons of God, had sex with the women who are the daughters of Adam, and they had children. This is recorded right in their book, the Bible, Genesis 6:1-5. The book of Enoch, 1 Enoch 7:1-4. 1 Enoch 10:12-13, 18-20. Enoch 9:5-14. The book of Jubilee 1-3. Genesis 6:1-5 states, and it came to pass when man began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with men, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of his thought of his heart was only evil continuously. 1 Enoch 7:1-14. It happened after the sons of men had multiplied in those days, that daughters were born to them, elegant and beautiful. And when the angels, the sons of heaven, beheld them, they became enamored of them, saying to each other, come, let us select for ourselves wives from the progeny of men, and let us beget children. Then their leader, Semjaza, said to them, I fear that you may perhaps be indisposed to the performance of this enterprise, and that I alone shall suffer for so grievous a crime. But they answered him and said, we all swear and bind ourselves by mutual execrations, that we will not change our intention, but execute or project it undertakings. Then they swore all together, and all bound themselves by mutual execrations. Their whole number was 200, who descended upon Ardis during the days of Jared, which is the top of Mount Armon, Mount Hermon in present-day Israel. That mountain, therefore, was called Armon, because they had sworn upon it and bound themselves by mutual execration. These are the names of their chief: Semjaza, who was their leader; Urak, Kabaral, Mil, Akibiel, Tamiel, Ramuel, Daniel, Azkiel, Zarak, Niel, Azazel, Armer, Batra'al, Anani, Zavabi, Zamzaviel, Urtael, Turel, Yam Yael, Araziel. These were the perfects of the 200 angels, and the remainders were all with them. Then they took wives, each choosing for himself, whom they began to approach, and with whom they cohabited, teaching them sorcery, incantation, and dividing of roots and trees. And the women conceiving brought forth giants, whose statures was each 300 cubits. These devoured all which the labors of men produced, until it became impossible to feed them, when they turned themselves against men in order to devour them, and began to injure birds, beasts, reptiles, and fish, to eat their flesh, one after another, and to drink their bloods. 1 Enoch 10:12-13 states, And the earth had been corrupted by the effects of the teaching of Azazel. To him therefore ascribed the whole crimes. To Gabriel also the Lord said, Go to the bitter, to the reprobates, to the children of fornication, and destroy the children of fornication, the offspring of the watchers from amongst men. Bring them forth and excite them once against another. Let them perish by mutual slaughter, for length of days shall not be theirs. 1 Enoch 10:18-20 states, Destroy all the souls addicted to alliance, and the offspring of the watchers, for they have tyrannized over mankind. Let every oppressor perish from the face of the earth. Let every evil work be destroyed. 1 Enoch 9:5-14 states, Thou hast seen what Azazel has done, how he has taught every species of iniquity upon earth, and has disclosed to the world all the secret things which are done in the heavens. Semyaza also has taught sorcery, to whom thou hast given authority over those who are associated with him. They have gone together to the daughters of men, have lain with them, have become polluted, and have discovered crimes to them. The women likewise have brought forth giants. Thus have the whole earth been filled with blood and with iniquity. And now behold, the souls of those who are dead cry out, and complain even to the gates of heaven. Their groaning ascend, nor can they escape from the unrighteousness which is committed on earth. Thou knowest all things before they exist. Thou knowest these things, and what has been done by them. Yet thou dost not speak to us. What on accounts of these things ought we to do to them? Book of Jubilee 5:1-3 states, And it come to pass, when the children of men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the angels of God saw them on the certain year of this Jubilee, that they were beautiful to the look upon, and they took themselves wives of all whom they chose. And they bare unto them sons, and they were giants, and lawlessness increased on earth, and all flesh corrupted its ways, alike men and cattle and beasts and birds. Everything that walks on the earth, all of them corrupted their ways and their orders, and they began to devour each other. And lawlessness increased on the earth, and every imagination of the thoughts of all men was thus evil continuously. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupted, and all flesh had corrupted its order, and all that were upon the earth had wrought all manners of evil before his eyes. Number 87. They hide these books from the public, and many other lost, yet now found scrolls, and stone tablets to hide the truth from you. 88. Is there God by whichever name, male, he, him, Are the angels males? Are they he, him? If not, then what are they composed of? Made of what? 89. They cannot give you a truthful answer. They only make up some spooky thing. He is unseen. He has no gender. Yet that contradicts their own books. 90. You ask, how did God have sons? 91. How did these sons give birth by human women? Number 2. Where did they come down from? 93. Where is your paradise? Heaven. 94. How far and how do these physical men get down to planet Earth? Genesis 1, 2, and Genesis 11, 5 to 7. Genesis 1, 2 states, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the spirits of God move upon the face of the water. Genesis 11, 5 to 7 states, and the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men built. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down there, confound their language, that they may not understand one another. 95. And if Allah or God took Jesus or Isa up to himself, where is that place exactly? Acts 1, 9 to 10 states, and when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly towards heaven as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel. Quran 4, 158 states, rather Allah raised him to himself, and ever is Allah exalted in might and wise. 96. Up where? How far? Give us an exact place, location, not some false promise. 97. Muslims even claim Muhammad was taken on some strange non-earthly creature they call Barak, who could fly, take him up to heaven, past heaven, where he met the Bible prophet, then sat before Allah, who was behind a thin wall. 98. Again, we Nuwaupians ask, where is this throne of the Bible and Quran? God, what is he? What is he comprised of? Matthew 6, 9. Number 97. Where is this heaven exactly? Not far away up there. Where? Let us show and prove in this the proof where this deity is. Job 9:9 states, which make it Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades, and the chambers of the south. 100. That is south of Orion, which you find is Sirius star system. The Bible and Quran tells them exactly where the deity dwells. And in the Quran 53:49, it states, O Osiris, Master, he is surely he and Lord. 101, the Quran says that the Muslim Arab, Rab, Lord, Master, is master of Sharia, the Sirius star system. That is a place that many ancient religions claim their deities came down to earth from. Again, they would try to trick you by saying that means Arabs before Muhammad's worship that star. 102, that is not what the Quran says. The Arabic of the Quran, as you just read, verse 49, chapter 53, does not say star. It says there, Rab. And if for the in Arabic is Asharia Rabu Huwa Anahu Wah. So it says 102. That is not what the Quran says, that the Arabic of the Quran, as you just read, verse 49, chapter 53, does not say star. It says there Rab. 103. The same word of Quran 96:1, read in the name of your Rab, Muhammad. So it's Allah up there. And then it goes chamber of the south. This star system is below Orion or southward. The position of Sirius, the dog star, in Greek is Sirios or Sothis, from hieroglyph Sabdet. 104. So Allah the Rab of Islam, the same religion as Abraham, Ibrahim, Quran 2:130 to 136, has the same God as Adam, Quran 3:33, and their deity is also mentioned in the Torah, Leviticus 17:7, which states, and they shall no more offer their sacrifice unto devils. Number 105, just what does the Hebrew have for devil here? Under Hebrew Strong's number 8163. Shayar, satir, furry goat. Number 106, this is the same as the Arabic of the Quran, shari. Number 107, and remember, original Arabic of the Arabian Arabs did not have the 3 dots over the first letters, so the sh and the s would be the same Hebrew. Sh and the s, canonized. sh, or Arabic sh. Number 108, and when you look up the title satir in the dictionary, you see Greek satiros, a lecherous deity, represented as a man with goat legs, pointed ears, and horns. Number 109. Now look up satyriasis, uncontrollable desire for sex. That's the 6th ether sex force. This is also called Pan, in Old English, Pan, Pane, a god of field, forest, having the legs of a goat. This is Baphomet. 110. Note, for the sh in Hebrew, sh in Arabic, the Hebrew Satan is in Arabic shaitan. 111. So like and for Pan or the Baphomet devil, note both Satan and shaitan end with tan, as the Hebrew Strong's number 8565. Monster, jackal, dragon, as in Hebrew Strong's number 3882. Equals Lawitan, Leviathan, which is joined Draconians. Number 112, the symbol of the devil or Satan, of Satanism. 113, and you see the true crescent moon of Islam and the 5-point star on its forehead and a torch of fire on its head for Lucifer, light, lux, in their Tanakh, Isaiah 14:12 to 16, and Quran 24:35. 114, so those who know, they know what and who the Adamites worship and pass on down to the Muhammadans. And all those who live by the Bible and Quran, while they don't have a clue what and who they sacrifice to flesh and blood offering, they never ask, why does my deity request of flesh and blood of innocent animals to him or them? 115, now you Nuwaupians know the reason why their deities hide from them and say, if you see me, you must die. Exodus, he is a satir, a goat man, a hybrid creature. Exodus 33:20 to 23. 116, Israelites and Arabs both asked their prophet Moses and Muhammad to show them Yahweh or Allah, and both were denied. Quran 4:153. If you see him, you must die. Number 117, why Allah hid behind a veil before Muhammad or Moses only saw its backside, a hideous, horrible, ugly monster. 118, an extraterrestrial made their deity. 119, they don't have a clue what they worship these days, and our own race have converted to their religion of this Baphomet, and I am here as Pa-Nababi-Nun to warn them that they have been deceived by a devil pretending to be God for them, because they live by faith and belief and don't ask the hard questions as we Nuwaupians did and do. 120, and they, the Adamites, will do almost anything to get into your DNA. It's a matter of life and death to their race. 121, the Negroids, who are called Africans, are the root race, having 9 species, 9 ether, the highest of all humanoids, holding their original divine genes. And from us, original Tawhite, Bushmen, little people came forth. The Dravidoids were called Indians and Aborigines from the root race. 122, the Aborigines were 8 species, 8 ether, and the Dravidoids have 7 species, 7, who are called Asians and those who are called Asians have 3 species. 123, And the Caucasoids, who are called Europeans, of two genetic traits, the red and ruddy race of Adamites and the white race of the lepers, Canaanites, have 6 species and 6 ether. The last two Adamites, ruddy, and Canaanites, whites, are disease and plague, and seek your genes to offer you, or offer your soul, to their demon deity, Pan. 121. So you have to protect your DNA from them. 125. You must, as the Wapians of Wu-Nuwaup, teach your youth the importance of our DNA and the upcoming feminine, her genes, her genome, her DNA. 126. Don't confuse this with our women of the West who have lived in the image and like the Adamite women who have exchanged body fluid before marriage or had more than 3 males to 4 married or not. They have taken in all the males' genes and their ancestors back 4 generations, both mental and physical, sane and insane, all is taken in. 127. So you will notice those females will be more boisterous than the new breed. The voice of men anger them because when it's not born in them, it's a choice by persuasion, by the media, being that was the norm in the Adamites' Canaanite history in both Greece and Rome, which spread all over Europe, then spread to the West. 133. These are parts of the devil's new laws of birth control. Their rules and regulation on birth control is to promote these forms of sexual pleasures, and they seek to imprison most Negroid men in the West to expose them to these forms of contact. 134. It's planned by the race of devils. And that concludes the reading. Yeah. Taiwan.
So I wanted to know, like, all right, so you said if they have 3 or 4 mates before or marriage, right? So that means that pretty much if before you got married, you were out there in the world, you know, doing whatever, you have those other genetics of all the men that you've been with, all women, 4 generations back, their father, mother, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's within your genetics. And that can definitely play on your mind and the way you deal with people, or in general, just how you are as a person, correct?
Tour.
Okay, thank you.
All right, with that, we're going to start the updates. Robert, yourself. Number 1, watch out to that person who gives issues without a valid reason. The devil never apologizes. Always ask questions with the intent to cause doubt. Why did you do that? Number 2, when speaking about Adam, his different names and the order, if their occurrence, you have Adam, Zakar, then Kadmon. Most names in the Bible are attributes or titles. For example, the name Noah means to light down upon. It was the attribute of an event that the ark aligned down on the top of the mount. Number 3, they purposely gave Americans this broken English because they would never know exactly what word actually mean. Number 4, the holy tablets will be revised, as Panababi Anun said. The holy tablets has to go around the planet 3 times. Nusku is compared to Gabriel. His name is actually Nahuski, who is the emissary of Enki, who had to transport the DNA. Sananre is Jesus. It was an actual mistake to say that Jesus was born in Egypt. Certain pharaohs had conquered different territories or lands for Egypt. Mary gave birth by a tree, and she retreated to a cave. It could have been a temple like Sedabet el-Kadam. Remember, the name Adon was changed to Atum because Ankatun changed the name to pull the people over. Number 5, pertaining to the Bible, the most accurate books of the Bible will be the book of James and John, because they were the brothers of Jesus by Joseph and his first wife, Hausa. They also had a daughter, Mary, was a revolutionary. The Quran actually mentioned Mary parents. Jesus actually spoke Amharic. He had his culture as a Nazarite. they kept certain tenets. The issue comes in where some people feel he or was spirit or not an actual person. This is the agnostics' belief. There were many books that are hidden or left out of the books called the Bible, was orchestrated by the Nicene Council and Alexander the Great. They, the council, cut out the spiritual part. Yet there is no proof that Jesus existed. Joshua is another name for Jesus. In Luke, they try to show an actual bloodline. However, if you trace all the people, they do not exist. They have proven the shroud is false and is actually of the Jacques Mole of the Knights of Templar. 6. The Arabs have a non-image of their deity, yet follow Muhammad, who has a beard, which is the image of the Hebrews or Jews, yet have no real image, so Superman and Batman are created because they need a clean-shaven image for their children. However, because of computers, they can look up these characters and see that they are not real and are beginning to question Jesus and other validities. And that concludes the updates. Any questions, any rereads?
You said Mary was a revolutionary. Could you define the word revolutionary, please?
When you look up the word Mary, you know the word Mary means to rebel. So she was one that rebelled. Revolutionary, we know when you go into the dictionary, it's like a takeover, a strong takeover. You understand?
Because I thought revolution meant like to change, like how the Panthers and Marcus Garvey and some of the great leaders that came before us, they had a revolutionary mind. They grew up seeing their environment a certain way and they stood against it because they wanted to see better for their people. So could we say that revolutionary depends on the person and their nature and how they choose about to define that word? Or could we just give it just one label as, to rebel? Because Marcus Garvey, we could say he was a revolutionary. He rebelled because he stood for Africanism and black people, dealing with their own.
So when you go into the root word of revolutionary, right, you get the word revolt. That just means to go against something that's going on. Yeah, so Marcus Garvey, he was a revolutionary because he revolted against the system that was openly oppressing our people. So it's not a bad thing. We are in right now what's called a revolutionary cycle because we're going against, or we're revolting against the old moon cycle. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a bad thing. But even in revolution, it has to be strategic though. Because you have some people want to have a revolution with the Caucasian and go get guns and things of that nature. Where Bible, when you use your non-mind, you know that we will be massacred in a revolution like that. So we do the revolution of the mind, raise the minds of the people through information. And that's the way you hurt them. Because the real deal is they control our people through information. So we now give the right information, we change people. Because if you change the people, the system is controlled by people, right? And the people that's being controlled is the majority that's being controlled by a small group of people. When you could change the mind of the people that's being controlled, then the people could take over. They have a saying in the Constitution, if it gets to the point where the government is not doing what they're supposed to do for their people, it's the right of the people to try to establish a new government. So it's in their Constitution where they say it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, thank you for answering that question. Also, because I remember in an update, the master teacher was saying at one time, not in this generation, but another cycle, the black people were becoming too passive because of the wrongs that were being done to them. So I believe he said certain beings, or a vortex was open where certain beings had to come, and I guess like dealing with the Panthers, they were who they were supposed to be for that time or that cycle. For that cycle, they were supposed to arm themselves or do whatever. Like for each cycle, it's different elements, So I definitely understand you when you say now we're dealing with knowledge, because we know that knowledge is 9 ether is the highest. It's all gases. So if it's the highest, it could definitely conquer 6. right? Which is 6 ether. So I just pretty much wanted to just get a definition, because I think a lot of times when we don't understand or overstand what a word means or how to apply it, or the origin of a word, I think we sometimes go off of our own perception, and sometimes our own perception is not truth and it's not fact. So thank you for breaking that down. I appreciate it.
It's all right.
Wu-Sabat.
Wu-Sabat, Zamal.
This question is not necessarily related to the updates, but it's a question that comes up sometime when I'm tableaking, and I would like you to elaborate on explaining to a newcomer where they take off as far as Pa Natharu, Pa Salafu, Pa Nasabu, and how they interrelated as far as deities, or how they can reach out to each one in the separation of them.
I'm just going to refer to the chart that was from the reading. We have a chart, right? And it tells you on one side of the chart, it explains how you have the Riskans, right? Because we can't forget that the Riskans is still our ancestors from Risk, right? Then under them you got the Manjaro. Then under them you got the Natharu, right? And then you have the Sahahians, which is the beings from Orion. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes under, it says, then you got the image of Fatah, then you got the Mangaro, then you have the Negroids, then the 9 ether beings that personifies, body, soul, and spirit. Then it says the black race. So it's an actual chart that was in the reading that shows you. Yeah, that I read today. Okay. Previously, the part that was missing, we just received it from the reading. So I'm gonna read that part right now. It was from 124. So it says, so you have to protect your DNA from them. You must, as Nuwaupians of Wu-Nuwaup, teach your youth the importance of our DNA and the upcoming feminine, her genes, her genome, her DNA. Don't confuse this with our women of the West who have lived in the image and likeness of the Adamite women who have exchanged body fluid before marriage or had more than 3 males to 4 married or not. They have taken in all the male's genes and their ancestors back 4 generations, both mental and physical, sane and insane. All is taken in. So you will notice those females will be more boisterous than the new breed. The voice of men anger them because going from male to male all their lives is taught to be normal in the West, result in her misunderstanding the point of true Negroid feminine. Her male angers, for whatever reason, allows her to stress the point, to stress the point of feminine over masculine, when it's for the future Nuwaupians, not those used and abused or who allow themselves to be used and abused sexually before she came to Wu-Nuwaup and learned about genetic kiss. It's not about you, it's about the next generation whose bodies have not been invaded by male's fluid. So it's time to stop going from man to man for support or sexual pleasures and not be alone and clean yourself inside out. For those past males affect how you think towards males. Your anger, your outspokenness, your aggressiveness, or the males of your past speaking from inside your brain, being in your DNA now. This can affect your relationship with a male and even attract you to same gender. And the Adamites promote this in the public. It is now promoted just as twerking an attraction to the female's body. So that was that part. Yeah. So that was a good reading, right? All right, there's no questions, right? Any questions? All right, with that, we're going to end class. Thank you for coming out.